Yeah. All right. Obviously Saturday was a big win for our team, and for two reasons. One, because it was a road win, and the second reason is because the fashion that we won it in, just having to continue to fight and grind, and just find a way to win by making plays on both ends of the floor, and multiple guys making plays. I think obviously outsider looking in, Ramon and Bruce will stand out because of the shots that they made, but man, a lot of individual plays for that game, and so total team effort and a terrific road win early in the season. And then that being said, we come upon a tough game tomorrow, sandwiched in between a tough road game and a rivalry game against a team that's very deliberate offensively, shoots the ball incredibly well from three. As a team, and defensively throws a bunch of matchup type zone and changing defenses at you. And so I think we've got our hands full, and we have another challenge. And one of the great things about this schedule and how we've put it together is not only the opponents but the structure of it and how it comes. And I think Delaware State, because of how they play and because of where the game sits, is another challenge for our team, and one that we're going to have to rise to and perform well in.
I noticed in the box score, Sam, I think, was one rebound shy of a double-double. Was that something you and him maybe had a personal conversation, or the light just clicked for him? What seemed to go off up there?
Well, I think he practiced better was the big thing. And I think the reason we played well, and again, it's a continual process, not only with building our program but with growing this team. We had our best 3 collective days of practice, our best game day preparation, and where you couldn't go back and say, well, this guy and that guy. I mean, well, they weren't very good on Thursday, and these two, everybody was good. And when that happens, you're going to play well. And I think Sam individually is a great example of that. He had terrific practices. He got back to focusing on rebounding and being a presence for us, which made him more aggressive offensively. And again, I don't know that it would stand out because of the shots that Ramon and Bruce made, but man, he made some huge plays down the stretch, and I thought made a block on a big play that really changed the entire momentum of the game early in the second half.
With that, Darren, was it you guys encouraging Sam to really step it up, or did he just kind of turn it on by himself? Did he require any motivation?
Well, I mean, I think it was both. I think it was us, reminding him, what he's done for this team and how he's played, and I think it was him, recognizing that he wasn't playing and contributing in the way that is best for him to do his best and best for him to help our team win. And so I think you have to credit him for that. And normally that is the case with seniors. They recognize it on their own and respond. I thought he brought us incredible, not only presence but poise, in that game on the road on Saturday as well.
How much confidence can this team gain from a win like that at Western? And kind of on the flip side of that, do you worry about them maybe having too much confidence?
Well, and again, I think that's the dilemma. And when I talk about, the schedule being great for us, and the challenge of it is, hopefully we can gain confidence from it and understand what goes into winning a game like that, not just during the game, but the preparation that led into it and the quality practices we had. But then also understanding that doesn't mean we've got it all figured out. Now we just kind of show up and hoop, that we got to have that same preparation for every game and every opponent. And that's where the challenge comes in, I think, and not only with this team, but as we continue to build our program, understanding the importance of that.
How about as you're building your team for their stamina, obviously the number of games, the types of games, the competition, how's that been going along, and obviously the intensity of your practices?
I mean, we're in phenomenal shape. I think Saturday was an example of that. We had guys that played, in a 50-minute game, a couple guys over 40 minutes, and, looked like we could have gone another 2 overtimes if we needed to. And so I think that part is there, and I think our depth is helping with that. And I've been a little bit more sensitive to that, I think, as well as a coach, just an understanding that it's not only a physical grind, but, for so many guys having gone through it the first time, it's a mental grind. As well. And, I think one of the big keys to the game on Saturday was I'm quite sure they expected without a great performance in some areas. Last week prior to Western Kentucky practice to be a certain way that it usually is when it's not good. And we came in and went right back to work in a positive way on the things that we needed. And so some of that, Andy, right now is as much mental, I think, with this group as it is physical.
How about even just balancing mental stuff like their class schedules and just helping them through for 6 of those kids through their first year here at USC?
Well, I mean, I think that's a big part of it, and we're heading into our last week before finals, which is always big, a lot of papers and projects and, lab work and getting completed, and then preparation for finals and just, all that comes with that. And anything that becomes something else they have to worry about. And obviously academics is our number one priority, but as a young person, sometimes it's hard to keep the main thing and focus on that when it's important, and then shift and focus on the basketball part when it is. And so I think all of those things are things that we're constantly aware of and trying to help them through and understand how to get through.
With so many new people, all the freshmen, how do you think they're coming along as far as gelling and getting used to playing with each other on the court right now? You think it's still got a ways to go, on pace with what you expect? Or
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been good. But I think it's going to get better. I think some of that kind of stuff is just a process, and I think it is learning guys. I think what we do have right now, which is really positive, is we got a really healthy respect among our guys. I think they like each other, and I think they are starting to respect what each guy brings to the table. I think. DeMontre Harris, for example, is a tremendous rebounder and makes a lot of athletic plays for us. And while he might not be as far along in some areas, especially on the offensive end, I think our guys are really starting to value and understand, man, this guy's bringing some good stuff to the table for us as he continues to get better as an offensive player. And so I think that's another thing that goes along with the process. But I think it's good right now, and I think it's going to continue to get better.
Everybody else healthy for tomorrow night?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're 100% healthy. All right, thanks.
Thanks, Coach.